Today's class, we're going to be drafting the full scale bodice. The full scale bodice. Yes, it's the full scale because this time around it will include the hip line, and then that's it. That's just the difference between the full scale and the half scale. It will have the hip area, and so it's going to be like we're drafting for a shift dress already. So let's get started. Of course, I need my staple, pattern master, my paper tape, my marker, and then you will be using your pencil and eraser. I'm using the marker so it can be very clear for you to see. So the first thing that we're going to do, so we're still going to follow like the step we took while we were drafting the half scale. I said we should always go in deep into the existing line before drawing a new line, so we are sure our lines are straight. So we are sure our lines are straight. Go deep into the existing line, and then you draw the new line. Having done that, we're going to put in our measurements. Start with, remember, I'm sure we still remember what we're supposed to do. Taking the armhole measurements, the bust measurements, under bust, half length. So from the half length, I'll take for my upper hip, I'll just add 6 inches. That will make my upper hip, and then 8 inches. That will make my lower hip. And then I'll mark point 20. That will be my nail. And then the whole length of my dress, I decide to use, okay, for the whole length of my dress, I would use, just use 43. So use your length, use the length you prefer. If you want it shorter, or if you want it longer. If you want it shorter or longer, you can go ahead. So I'm going to draw my straight lines. Using my pattern master, I want to ensure this line blends, this perpendicular line, I want to ensure it blends with the edge of my paper. So that's basically what I'm doing, so that I can get a straight line. So I go deep into the line, into the existing line, you go deep, and then you draw a new line. You see? Same thing again. Sure my lines are straight, so listen it this way. So be sure my lines are straight. So of course, if you don't have the pattern master, you can use your ruler. All these measurements, you can take them in like 3-4 places. Like all these marks that I have here, all these marks, you can take them here again. You can take them here, you can take them at the end, like 4 points, and then you join the lines. So you can also, that will also give you straight line. I hope you understand from the start line. all the measurements here, you take another one here, 2, you take another one, 3, 4, and then you join the points. So if you don't have a pattern master, you can still work with what you have. And work with whatever you have. That should not be an excuse for not doing your own, for not practicing. That should not be an excuse for not practicing. Okay, so I've drawn my lines, drawn all my lines. You can see this is my length. I decided to do 45. I ended up doing length 45. Let me go over the lines again. These are start line. These are armhole. These are bust, under bust, and waist. And then I told us that from our waist I went down 6 inches. This serves as my upper hip. Added 2 inches as my lower hip. This is my knee point. And then this is the full length of a dress pattern. That's the full length. So maybe let me I'll just cut, since I won't be needing more here. So with my paper scissors, I'll just slash like that. So I'll just cut through. Go through my paper because I'll set this aside. So I'm going to fold this way like we did while we were drafting the half scale bodice. Like we did, remember, the front should, go with the back, as in this line. These lines must tally with the lines at the back. These lines must tally with the lines at the back. Can you see? So, and then I go that way, I press it down. So that's it. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to take our bust span measurement. So I'm working with 8 divided by 2. Bust span is the distance between the two nipples. The distance between the nipple. So I'm using 8 divided by 2, I get 4. So here's my 0.4. So I'll just draw a straight line. Just want to make sure my line is straight. So I'll just draw a straight line. You see, I want to ensure that it's on the center. So once I draw it to my lower, let me label. This is my armhole, and then this is bust. This is under bust, waist. This is upper hip, and this is lower hip, and this is my hem. That's the hem of my dress. So yes, from our bodice, the half scale class, we took from the waist measurements. Can we remember? We did 1/2 inch to the left, 1/2 inch to the right. So like this, it's 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. Can you see? And if you remember very well, drew a line from the waist to meet at the bust, from the waist to meet at the bust line. Can you see? Can you see? And then from the waist to meet, so that's for the second point. So we have our dart leg. Going to extend the line. Extending it to the start point. Let's see. So that's it. Okay, so also from this point to the upper hip measurements or line, to the upper hip line. The same thing from this point to the upper hip line. So I draw. Now you'll be wondering, you know, I told you I took 6 from here to here. I took 6 and then 8. So it's like the standard. So the standard is like using 6, you know, 8, 20. If it's for a very really short person, you can do, say, maybe 5 and then 7, maybe 19. Maybe for a tall person, you can do, let's say, maybe 7. You can do 7, 9, 21, you know. So that's it, just from here to here. But for this pattern, I'm using 6. That is from here to here. I use 6. I use 8 and then 20, and then my full length. Now this is the okay, and then to this point. Okay, so let's just go ahead. So because it's a shift dress, we're going to just remember we can decide to do 4.5. I'll do 4.5 here, and then connect just like we did while we were drafting the half scale. That way. So next thing that we're going to do, we want to construct our shoulder line. So go this way, fold there, fold from here. We want it to meet this line, just like we did in our other class. And then we hold it with our masking tape. That's the paper tape. Okay, so I'll say our bust is accentuated already. Can you see? So that's our shoulder dart. And then after we've done this, we're going to put in our measurements, the bust, the waist, and all of that. So I'll start with the bust measurements. Remember, I said we should always take our bust measurement on the armhole line. So I'll go that way. So my armhole line, I'm taking my bust. I'll be working with bust 44, bust 44, waist 38, it's, let's say, 48. Can you see? Waist 38, it's 48, a whole 10. Wow. And then the bust 44. So I'm going to mark my bust measurement on the armhole. Bust is 11. That's 44 divided by 4, 11 plus 1, that's 12. So I'm using 12 here. On the waist 38 divided by 4, that's 9.5 plus 2. That will give me what? 11 and a half. On the hip line, 48 divided by 4, that's 12 plus 1, 13. So I'll be using 13 on the hip line. So here we have 12, so I've marked 12. On the waistline, I'm marking 11 and a half. 11 and a half on the waistline, 11 and a half. You see, 11 and a half. And then on the lower hip, I'm marking 13. So I hope we still remember, like I said, you're drafting for the full scale. At the same time, we are drafting for the shift dress. We're drafting the full scale bodies at the same time. We're drafting for the shift. The shift dress is just any kind of guys usually have this kind of loose fit. You understand? It doesn't really snug on the body, you know. It just has this kind of loose free. It's a kind of loose free style. So somehow we are drafting this for the shift dress. Now, for the shift dress, what we just do is that, okay, now that I've put in 13 here. Now, because it's a shift dress, it's still going to be free at this M, right? It's still going to be free. So I'm still going to use the same 13. I'll use it on my nail. I'll use it on the M line. So if it was a fitted dress, there's another way we would have done it. You understand? So because it's not a fitted dress, I use 13 here. Can you remember? 13 because the hips I'm working with is 48. 48 divided by 4, 12 plus 1, 13. So I'll still bring this 13. I'll bring it here. And I'll still bring my 13 and I'll bring it here. I hope you're following. I hope there is no confusion. So with my pattern master, I flip it this way. Can you see? I flip it upside down because I want to use this inner curve. So I flip it upside down and I place it and I connect with my point. I connect my points. Can you see? And I flip it back this way. Can you see? And I want to use it to join my hips. Can you see? So using it for the hip. You can see. Can you see? And then when I get here, I just join it. You know, if it wasn't like if it was a fitted dress, it would have still come in by maybe 1.5, you know, 1.5 at the M, and then we come down like that. But because it's a free dress, so that's why we're just taking it straight down. But if you want to take your own in a little, maybe by 1.5, of course, it's going to be fitted at the down. But what we are drafting, we're making it loose. It's kind of a loose fit style. So just join it to the M and take it down to the M. So this is the M. This is my M. Okay. This is nail. This is not M. This is nail. I used 20. Remember, from this point, I used from here to here. I used point. That's my nail. This is my M. Because I kept saying M and I saw that root M is the nail and this is the M. The M is the length, the full length of the dress. So here's the full length of the dress. Here's the nail. So if you're making any kind of shape or alteration, it should be on the nail. So it goes in from the nail. It goes in. You see, pattern drafting is different from the way we used to cut it. If that's the one what you want to do and you're going in, you just go in this way. You go in this way and then you now come this way. I'm sure you'll be wondering why is it looking K, but that's just pattern drafting for you. That's for another class entirely. Let's not bother going into that. So this is it. Very simple. Our bust is accentuated already. So we're going to be using the side darts for the shift dress. While we're drafting the half scale, I explained to us that we can always play around with our star lines. You can decide to put it at the side. You can decide to put it at the mid shoulder. It could be at the tip of the shoulder. It could be at the neckline. You know, you can just walk around with what you think is okay, depending on the style that you really want to, you know, make. Yeah. So remember, we have folded this in. So we now have two lines. We have this line, we have this line. We're not going to use this line. I'm not going to use this line. I'm going to extend this line, and then I will extend this line. You know, sometimes you might have to watch this video over and over for you to understand it. I'm telling you, this is a very simple process. I'm telling you, it's very simple compared to other kinds of pattern drafting that I've come across. This is quite simple and very easy to follow. So you just take your 3 and 8. Somebody was asking me that she didn't understand this part of 3 and 8. So I'll just try and you know, take it slowly, and then you might have to watch and rewatch the video. Thank God it's downloadable, so you really have no excuse. You can download while you're watching, take notes, so you don't have to go over the video every time. You know, and thank God it's on YouTube. Even if you can't find the video, you can always come back to get it. You know, that's the beauty of we try to upload, since it's a free class. So we decided to say, okay, let's upload it on the YouTube so that everyone can have access to it. So this is my 3 and that's 3/8, and then I came down by 1.5. So again, I'm no longer using this. You see? So the first time we said we're not using this. Again, we drew another line, we said we're not using this. So please don't get confused. Just replay the video, you get it. I'm telling you, trust me, you get it. So the next thing again that we're going to do is to find out exactly what kind of neck I want. You know, and remember I said that what we can, when we're drafting this, that's when I want to do my neckline and all of that, I should not exceed 6.5. And if I should make it 7, that means the person really has a broad shoulder. That means the person really has a broad shoulder, then I can do 7. So I go this way. I can try to do 4 again on my neckline. And do 4. And then I'm taking 2.5. You see? So I'm going to link my 2.5 and link it to the arm hole, like so. You see? So here I can try to V-neck, round neck, whichever kind of neck you can just decide to do. I think I should just do V-neck. Just do V-neck for this. I'll do 7. And then so you can do V-neck, you can do round, you can do, you know, whatever kind of neck you want. So that's it. Can you see? You can see, that's it. So the next thing I'll do now is to, you know, slash open the underbust. I said we're going to take our darts from the underbust. So this is my underbust line. This is my underbust line. So I'll just draw a straight line to meet at the bust points. Just draw a straight line to meet at the bust points. You see? So that's a straight line. So I'm going to slash through it. So by the time I slash here, my pattern will lay flat. By the time I slash here, the pattern will lay flat. Can you see? So it's going to be a beautiful dress, and you will like the darts. At least you understand how you can do your side darts. A lot of people don't really get this side darts. Some you see it is jumping or is looking funny, but at least you understand where exactly to, you know, get your star line when you want to do the side darts. So that's it. So I'll just cut through. I'll just okay, so here I'll just go like that. So as you see, the pattern will lay flat now. You see, so it's laying flat now. So by the grace of God, we'll be having more trainings that you can, you know, that you can benefit from. Just stay in touch. There'll be more trainings, even free trainings, you know, just to open our eyes to this pattern drafting thing. Or maybe we could even do freehand, you know. I just want us to be very interactive. We can illustrate styles, you know. So here's the front. You can see it's laying flat. Why? Because I have created a style line here, and then it has opened up. So by the time we sew, it will come back this way, and then we still have our accentuated bust. Can you see? Okay, so let's cut the back. Let's cut the back. It's on my paper. Cut the back. So I'll start with my zipper allowance. So my zipper allowance is 1 inch. I will not exceed 1 inch. So yes, if you want to line, in case you want to line your shift dress, you just ensure that you cut your lining exactly as your dress. Your lining and your dress, the cutting has to be exact, and then you turn it at the neck area or the hem. Turn it that way. You can see I'm going really deep into the existing line before, you know, drawing another, because I want to ensure I have a straight line. So you have to do the same too. You can see I'm really going deep into the existing line. Can you see? And then I draw. Jesus. So we go into the existing line. It's our end line. Let's see what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's it. So zipper line. Of course, I'm going to extend here too. You know, the back is even more straightforward, safe. The front has a fizzy because of the bust area. You know? Yeah, so we used remember, I'm taking my measurement from the armhole. Please don't forget armhole. And we used 12, right? Use 12 here. There's our waist. We used 11 and a half, right? Yeah, this is our hip. We used 13, my hip line. We used 13, and then we still, I explained to us that since it's a shift dress, still using our 13, still using our 13, because it's a shift dress. So we're going to use our pattern master upside down. Then you place it this way. Place it this way, and then you turn it this way. Can you see? Don't worry, get it. Can you see? And then we come here, join our lines, join it this way. Yeah, this way, and then we link it up, link it up, link it up, link it up, and then voila. Yeah. So on the start line, we're going to do a 3 and 8 like we did in the front. I'm sure we remember that. 3 and 8. At the point 8, we come down by 1 1/2. Can we remember? And then join our points. Join this point to this point, like so. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la. And remember, I also said, yes, when I was drafting the front bodice, I said something. I said, whatever we use, remember we used 4. So by this, from here to here, we used 4. So because we used 4 for the front, we're going to use 4 1/2 for the back. This is only for the width. But when we are talking about length can be as you want, but for the width, if you use 3, for example, in the front, you're going to use 3 1/2 for the back. I hope we are getting it. If I use 4 for the front, I will use 4 1/2 for the back. If I use 4 1/2 for the front, I will use 5 for the back. That's it. That's it for this method of drafting. So that means that I'm going to use 4 1/2 here. I have 3 this way, and then I'll just add 1 1/2. So that's the 4 1/2. But my shoulder line has to be the same. Let me bring it back again. Remember, here we use 2 1/2, right? From this point to this point, 2 1/2. So the same thing, we're going to use 2 1/2. So I'm going to mark 2 1/2 from those points. This point here, I'll mark 2 1/2. Good. This, I'm not using this shoulder line. You can always cross out so that you don't get confused. And this is the point, I'm not using this point. Remember, this is the point I came down by 1 1/2. You know, this is just to get my shoulder slants. It's just to guide the shoulder slants. So now I'm going to join this point to this point, which is the armhole. Remember, at the armhole is where we have the sleeve joining. The armhole is where we also join from the side, you know. And so that's it. So we're almost done. For our neckline, you can decide to do V-neck, you can do square, you can do round, you can do, I'll go ahead and do round. I'll just do round. Let me just do something like this. Oh, it's not too down. I don't want it to be too down. Let me see, what do I have here? Yeah, let me do 3. I don't want it to be too down. So here you can use 0. Or whatever curve you can lay your hands on, you can use it. So I'm not going by this. I'm not going by this. Yes, I'll use 3 instead. So I'm going to cut it out. Gonna cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Gonna cut it out with my paper scissors. I'll cut it out. Okay, there's one other thing that we're going to be doing. The shaping of the back. Yes, the shaping of the back. Now, to shape our back, this is our waist. I'm going to come down by 1 inch. We did this too while we were drafting the half scale. Even though this was our waist, remember, I came down by 1 inch. I drew a line, and then I measured 3/4 into just before the line, and then I then from here I drew a straight line to meet at the armhole. So but at the end of the day, I had to cut it through from the waist. I didn't, this is just to guide what I'm going to get here. You understand? So at the end of the day, I still had to cut from the waist, but I needed that measurement to be able to help me. Just watch what I'll do now. So I've come down by 1 inch. I'll come this way. I'll measure 3/4. This is 3/4. This is my 3/4. This point, that's 3/4. So I measure 3/4. So from this point, I link it to the armhole. I hope we are following. I link it to the armhole like so, like so, like so. Yeah. And then I bring this and also link it to the upper hip, to the upper hip, upper hip. Can you see what I'm doing? Like, yeah. So that's the shaping of the back. I'm sure you're wondering, is it not too sharp? How will it look? Yes, that's it. And so by the time we're taking, as in by the time we're placing or sewing it, mind you, you're still going to take your 1 inch. So don't think that your 1 inch has disappeared. No, that's the shaping. So you're still going to go like that and take your, ensure you take your 1 inch. You know, take your 1 inch like that. You know, take your 1 inch. Can you see? By the time you're sewing. So now we're going to cut. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut using our paper scissors. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut, 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 cut. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut like I'm doing. So viewers, I tell you, this gives an amazing fit. The fit is amazing. I'm telling you, just try everything. Try it and come and thank me later. It gives the most amazing fit. I'm telling you. Some of you, I'm telling you, it gives the most amazing fit. Just try it. Try it, try it. Okay, so I need to explain something. You can see I didn't bother to draw the dart at the back because there's no point drawing the back, the darts, because we're not going to use it. Like I said, it's a shift dress, so it's fitted. I'm sorry, it's free. You understand? So there's no point drawing that. You know, there's no point drawing that. So that's why I didn't bother. That's why I didn't bother. So that's the back, that's the front. So one more thing. So we are not done yet, but we're almost done. So one more thing is, I'm sure by now you know if you follow through the first class, you should understand what I mean. So one more thing that we're going to do is the shoulder transfer. We're going to transfer our shoulder. If you see, let me put them together. You will see that if I try to cut it like this, I'm sitting on a long thing. Can you see? See the gap. So even if you put it this way, can you see? See the gap? so I'm not going to do it that way. So we're going to turn it and do our shoulder joining. So this one, there's no particular way of turning. It's either, why is this thing not, maybe I didn't put it well. It should be exactly on that 2.5. It has to be the exact 2.5, 2.5. I mean, you know, in fashion we don't do points, we do decimal. So if you hear me say 2 points, it's wrong. I should say 2.5 and not 2 points. So can you see now? It should. So there's no, you can try to turn this way. You can try to do this, you know. And the important thing is that let the armhole, let them be together, because that's what we want to treat. You understand? So it can face any direction. As long as the two armholes are together, can you see? As long as they are this way, that's the important thing. So I can try to turn this one to face it. I can try to turn whichever one. I hope we are following and I hope you understand what I'm saying. So please, drop your comments in the comment section. Kindly subscribe. You know your subscription will motivate. It motivates, so you will not know. You might not understand. When you subscribe, it motivates. You're like, oh, people are really enjoying my videos. Let me do more. You know, so please motivate your girl. Now I'm here for you. I need your likes. So I just measure. I lost part of the clip, so just measure, just like we did while we were drafting the half scale. Measure round. I want to draw a new shoulder joining, so I have 24. So half of it is 12. I come this way and I measure 12, and so that's 12. So I measure from here. This is about 1 inch. I come here again just to get a straight line, and then I use my ruler to join it, you know, just that way. And once I do that, I'll then cut it open, and so this will make my new shoulder line. Can you see? So this is my new shoulder line. Part of the shoulder from the back I've added to it. And always don't forget to always true this points, so this part is not looking funny, you know. So you need to always true it, and then this side also you true it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I also realized that this part did not show. So what I meant is that, you know, shaping our side, you just turn your pattern master upside down, and then you use the inner curve, and then you place it this way, and you draw your curve, and then you flip it over, and then you place it on your hip lines. This is the first point, and then this is the second point on the lower hip. The reason why we need the upper hip is for our dart, just to know where our dart will stop. But what we're actually placing our measurement is on the lower hip. This is the real hip. The upper hip is just for our darts. So we leave 2 inches before our lower hip. And so you flip it over again, and then you draw your. So that's basically what I did. I saw it was not showing. So this is our pattern. So our back pattern, and this is our front pattern. So if you have any question, comments, please, I'll be glad to hear from you. Let me know if this tutorial was really helpful, and if it was helpful, give me a giant thumbs up. Kindly subscribe for more updates so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.